Alright, what's going on everybody? It's McQueen. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about factions. So this is going to be pretty much like my guide to factions, I guess you could say. First, let's start off with my faction standings. I'm top 100 on the leaderboard right now for Goofy Goobers. I'm ranked 45. I kind of fluctuate depending on how hard I'm grinding, aka macroing. But I am staying top 100 easily. And I'm going to show you how. So right now we have this global faction point boost going on for the next 18 hours. You always want to make sure to take advantage of this. But what you specifically want to do is you want to save these double faction points boosts that are these hour boost. You want to save these for whenever the global boosts are up or the server boosts are up pretty much. And so you can get these from codes, which I do always post whenever there's a new code. But then you can also get them from here. You can get 10. I already bought them all. I don't know if it's per week. I'm going to find out soon, or if it's per month. But that's pretty much the only ways that I know of so far that you can get them is codes and from here. But make sure to always save them for when the global boosts are up. Because if you save them for when the global boosts are up, let me show you. And then this will kind of segue into the next part. Is so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run any stage on Nightmare. Now, the best stage to run, I think it's still going to be the old reliable, the Chum 1 on Nightmare. Obviously, it's super fast and the rewards are just really, really good for how fast it is. It's very efficient, but you get 5 faction points per run. Well, let's say you have this global boost on, right? That totals up to 10 faction points per run. But now let's say you have one of the 1 hour boosts on top of that. Well, now you're getting 20 points per run. So you go from 5 points per run to 20, and it takes a little bit over a minute. So you can see how that starts to rack up very, very fast, right? So if you do that, you're easily, I don't know if you'll hit top 100. I mean, maybe you will. It depends on how many you have right now. But you'll easily be able to farm up a bunch of faction points and max out this shop. So the next thing I want to talk about is this shop. This shop, I think, I'm going to be honest, I think it's overpriced. We can't see the prices now, but I believe this is like 300, this is 250, this is 250, this is 50, this is maybe 100 or 125, and then this is like 125 or 150, something like that. But these are all kind of overpriced, I think, to be honest with you. It doesn't seem like it for me, because obviously I have 29,000 even after buying everything. But I started with 55,000. So I literally spent, it was like, what is that? I want to say 26,000 pretty much. I spent 26,000 to buy everything in here that's in here so far. That's not cheap. And you got to think, what if you don't macro, right? What if you don't macro or you can't macro? You're not going to have anywhere near the amounts of these, so it's definitely going to be very hard to like just get a stockpile like I have. So that's the thing that I've been thinking about. I feel like this shop really was just kind of designed for people that macro. Like, obviously, you're still going to be able to get stuff out of here even if you don't macro, especially if you take advantage of what I told you, making sure you save your boost for when the double points for like the global faction boost is up, because then you're going to get your 20 per run and you're going to be able to max everything out way quicker. But even still, if you're not macroing, this is going to be a pain to be able to buy everything in here. So realistically, I think they should probably half the cost of everything in here. Maybe if that's too much, at least everything should be 75% of the cost. I think the cost of everything as it is right now is just too expensive. Yeah, honestly, that's really all it comes down to. I just think it's too expensive. But with that being said, let's get into the last thing that I want to talk about. The last thing I want to talk about is the faction leaderboard, not the individual, but for the overall factions, right? When the faction update first dropped, it was pretty neck and neck. There was only maybe like a couple million point difference between each faction. But now, I mean, we can see that some factions have kind of swept away from others. So, Jelly Spotters, I mean, you guys can still catch up. I want to see you guys grind and catch up and finish close to us. With us, I feel like we still maybe can get number 1, but it is definitely going to be hard. And I'm honestly not surprised that Band Geeks ended up overtaking Goofy Goobers, because Goofy Goobers has the most people, I'm pretty sure. So it makes sense that like early, when all the hype was there and everybody was playing a bunch, that Goofy Goobers would be in first because it's just got more people. But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Band Geeks has, how do I say this? Band Geeks has the grinders, right? Like, I think Band Geeks has a lot of the super sweaty macros. Like, if you look at the Hall of Champions leaderboards, on all the like stages completed and stuff like that, Band Geeks members are very high. There's a lot of very high Goofy Goobers members as well, but Band Geeks members are very high. And there's also a lot of devs, I think, in Band Geeks as well. So I'm not surprised that Band Geeks ended up being first, as Band Geeks really does have a lot of the like heavy macros and heavy grinders. But with that being said, everybody in Goofy Goobers, I need y'all to lock in, because we cannot let Band Geeks beat us. Like, we've got to prove that we're the best faction. We have to prove that we are the best faction. We cannot tolerate defeat. Come on, guys, we can't. I'm putting in my effort, right? I'm putting in my work. I'm doing my job. Everybody here on the top 100, shout out to everybody here on the top 100. Thank you for, putting in that grind, putting in that work. I appreciate you. And everybody that made it to the end of the video, as always, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe. We've got massive giveaway coming soon at 150 subs, so look out for that. And with that being said, have a wonderful day.